The Diocese of Scranton is kicking off the Lenten season in a very special way, bringing back their Rectory Set Cook series. Newswatch 16's Melissa Steiniger gives us a taste of what these priests are whipping up and the meaning behind all the fun.
Now we're going to start, the recipe.
The competition is heating up in the Diocese of Scranton as priests throughout Luzerne and Lackawanna counties are stepping away from the altar and into the heat of the kitchen.
There are some priests who are outstanding cooks and make meals that anybody would be proud to say they made or would be lucky to say they could consume. So some of those meals, including the bishop, make really outstanding meals.
It's the fourth year for the Diocese's Rectory Set Cook fundraiser, where 30 pastor chefs are putting their best flavors forward for the showdown.
This is butter here?
That is butter.
Father Edwards is coming back for another year, this time teaming up with Sterna's restaurant.
My only title to defend would be the worst cook in the diocese. I have no skill in the kitchen whatsoever.
Father's tackling a comfort food staple, a simple grilled cheese.
This is awfully complicated here. I don't know why this is so complicated.
He's told he can't be trusted around an open flame. He claims he never cooked a grilled cheese in his life, and he won't do it again because this was too hard for him.
It's Father's fourth year competing, but the fourth time might not be the charm.
I don't want to learn to do what I don't want to do, so I'll have other people do that.
Especially with such stiff competition, including this familiar face.
So I was going through and thought, what can we make? And there's a cake she always used to make called Wacky Cake.
Newswatch 16's own John Meyer and Father John Camille from St. Elizabeth Ann Seton in Swoyersville are teaming up to make John's great Aunt Evelyn's Wacky Cake.
You wouldn't expect vinegar to go in a cake.
But these priests are serving up much more than just laughs.
But it's not about the sandwich or the cookies. It's about raising funds for the homeless, the poor, the hungry, and we're happy to help, even those of us who have very little skill in the kitchen.
A rise in hunger and homelessness throughout the region is something the diocese sees firsthand through their kitchens and food banks.
When you stand in a kitchen and you see a person humbly standing there with a plate and you know it's the only hot meal they're getting all day, it does something to you.
A special way to kick off Lent, 40 days of prayer and fasting in the Catholic faith.
What better time to try to raise money to fight hunger than through Lent? And so we have the fun part of it and all this, the party and everything before Lent starts, but then it kicks off and that's when people start to think about what they're really giving to.
Taking the mission out of the church and into the kitchen.
The poor must be fed. That's why we're here. That's what Jesus said to do, take care of the poor. So if we need some fun to do that, we'll do it.
In the past 4 years of the competition, the diocese has raised more than $500,000. To vote for your favorite priest or video, we have a link at WNEP.com. Melissa Steiniger, Newswatch 16, Scranton.